Brothers, in this video I just want to talk about the two separate black communities. When I say two separate black communities and when I advocate for separation of the two communities, I'm just advocating for the separation based on intelligence, based on brothers who know and understand what's going on, and they want to put their skills and talents to work. I don't want to see, a lot of times, you'll work a lot. I feel like there are only two separate communities. These communities are already separate. It's just the fact that a lot of times people from our community end up getting caught up with people from the other community. The name of the two communities are the intelligence community, because we need a community that is just based on intelligence, that is based on our intelligence, like Mensa. I know some brothers going to come out the woodworks and say, oh, we got something like that, but nobody knows about it. I mean, except you. But we need our own black version, not a black version. We beyond the black thing, but we need our own version of Mensa for us, and it's all about the children, and it's all about the brothers and sisters, well, brothers mainly. It's all about the brothers mainly with intelligent ideas, because a lot of times black men will have great ideas, but they might not necessarily have the skill set to bring their ideas to life. They might have they might have the beginning of what an idea is. They may have like a rough sketch of what their idea is, but they might not necessarily have the skills to bring it to existence. A lot of brothers, they do have great ideas, and they have brilliant ideas, and a lot of times they end up going to other people and getting turned down, or either getting raked over the coals. We need our own version of Mensa, and it needs to be a self-funded structure. So what I want to do is I want to set up a website that allows us to do this, allows us to not only bring our skills and talents to the table, but actually work together, under one umbrella. A lot of men don't, they think that they might have some type of ties to the black community, and they feel like, we shouldn't leave these people behind, and they might have an attachment or an affinity for saving the black community. I'm not that brother. I'm not trying to save the black community, because I'm only trying to save people that actually want to be saved, that know that there's a problem. I'm not interested in the strong, independent community, because those people are independent. They don't want to work with anyone else. They want to be kings. They want to be kings, and the black woman wants to be a queen. So who's going to work with the queen? The queen wants people who are subject to her. They want subjects. They don't want to do anything. They want people, they want to make a bunch of money. This is the problem when it comes to intelligence. A lot of black men don't even understand the value of a dollar. They don't understand the value of money. And they don't understand what they can actually do with the money that they have. So they end up squandering it. They end up buying Jordans. They end up buying cars with rims on it. They end up buying, I don't. I like I said, I don't mind people doing that. They're just not part of our community. Because it's not to say a brother can't buy rims or whatever, but I want to deal with people who have purpose, who have a purpose in life. And the purpose has to be greater than yourself or what you can get or how much money you can make. If that's your purpose, then, it's going to be hard for you to work with the brothers because, this is about, this new community is going to be about action takers. I mean, you actually going to have to put in work. You're actually going to have to volunteer. But a minimum of 2 to 4 hours a day. If you can't do that, or if you're not willing to dedicate 2 to 4 hours a day towards your future or the future of your children, then it's just going to be hard for you because you're not willing to do it. It's okay that you're not willing to do it, but there's a reason why these types of things, these type of protocols have to be put in place in this new community. They have to put in place because, one, they're going to get rid of all the people that don't actually want to do anything. And as soon as people find out they got to volunteer 2 to 4 hours a day, they're going to be like, what the hell? I'm not doing that. I'm strong and independent. Even if down the line it's going to benefit their kids and benefit their families, they won't do it. Because a lot of times, a lot of these people, they're thinking about short-term gains. They're thinking about what they get out of the deal, and how fast they're going to get, they're going to get a return on their investment. So, it's just going to be hard for them. But, that's why we need brothers with intelligence, because by having brothers with intelligence, you cut your learning curve in half in a lot of cases. When you have an event planner, you want to throw an event to raise money. You want to throw an event. Say we want to put on a comedy show. We have an event planner. That cuts your learning curve in half, because that person already has experience and skills in that arena, and they can bring their skills to the table. Now, the purpose of volunteering is so down the line you can eventually take out loans. Say we raised, say we're putting on these shows. We take a comedian, one of the black community's favorite comedians, like Mike Epps. We rent out a venue, and maybe we'll have some food. Who knows? We'll do something special, just so we can stand out. Not something like that everybody else is doing. Do something kind of special, and then you pay that you rent out the venue. You have, we find out how much we're gonna potentially earn from this. A lot of Mike Epps shows sells out. I mean, at least when he comes in my neighborhood, those shows sell out. But that's just one idea. That's just one thing that we can potentially do. That's one thing we need to do. So we put on that concert. Now we make a certain amount of money. Now we have some money to either do some more concerts, maybe some other comedians, bring in another comedian, or we have a brother who's in real estate, and that brother that brother can, you know, he can be out there finding deals. And what he'll do is he'll come to us and he'll put in a requisition form, which means he is trying to, borrow a certain amount of money, in which we will split the profits with that brother 50-50. So that brother uses our money. He turns around. I mean, a lot of times all he wants to do is put that house under contract. He wants a few thousand. He might only want a few $1,000s to put that house under contract. He takes that contract, he flips that contract to an investor, and he ends up making what, 10, 20, 15,000, something like that, somewhere in there, 10,000. Then he splits the profits with us. So now we are ahead of that. We have another brother who is who can buy cars for us, who can go out to these auto auctions or be online looking for deals and scoping out things for us, or in his community, if he's in a community where there's a lot of auctions going on. That could be that could be the skill that he brings to the table, and we can pay him a fee. He can earn a fee based on him going out there and flipping those cars. But you brothers have to be on the 5 steps in the moral code, because ultimately you're gonna have to volunteer. You're gonna have to volunteer. You got to put in some work, and at the end of that work, we're gonna create some type of level system, like different levels, different maybe some gamification in there, some badges and things like that, where brothers can earn reach a certain level. Like just say, for example, you have a starter level, then you have a intermediate level, then you have a top rank level. It could be called something different, but you get my point. And that way a brother's level will determine how much he can actually earn, what kind of deals he can do, because he's shown that you start off at a small level. You start off at a level doing smaller deals. Then you work, if by volunteering, you can increase your the level of the level of the loans that you can take out. So that is one way. That's one thing we can do with the money. Or say one of these brothers does have a great idea, and instead of going to a bank, he goes to one of us. And this brother might need a website, and we have web designers. So that is one, that is one way that they are saving money, because they're cutting their learning curve. You have people there that's not going to try to cheat you and jerk you around, or tell you that something is going to cost more than it's actually really should cost. Because of course, they have companies, that where they'll charge you like upwards of $75,000 to $100,000 to build your websites. But people with those skill sets know that it's not going to cost nowhere near that much. Not for them to build it, because they're going to be the ones building it. But on this website, brothers are going to be able to come. They're going to be able to put their, they're going to be able to set up their profiles. They're going to be able to upload videos if they want. And they're going to be able to, talk about, their skills, what they have, what they bring to the table. Things like that is going to be, putting, setting up your profile. Those are the things that's going to be earning you badges and increasing the more you're involved, the more potential you have to, get your deal, basically get your proposal accepted. So, you know, if I'm not going to make this video too long, what I wanted to say is, if you would like to see this website, if you would like to join it, please, hit me up. I'm gonna put my email in the description box. Hit me up, and or hit the comment section up. Hit the comment section. Let me know what are y'all really ready to move forward and make these moves, because like I said, nobody else is doing this. Nobody else is making these moves. We must make these moves. Then we can talk about doing other things. Then we can talk about having communities and things like that. But before you can have a community on a physical level, you must have a community on a mental level. This website is basically us. It's basically a microcosm of what we would love to see in the real world. Us working together, raising money and taking that money and reinvesting it into businesses, into ourselves, and actually cutting the learning curve and the cost of doing a lot of these businesses, because of the fact that a lot of the work that we're doing is going to be from volunteers. We got to volunteer. Our greatest purpose is not ourselves or the money we can make, but the greatest purpose is the children. We must separate for them, because they're the future. If a lot of your best ideas are going to be coming from them, the children, the young adults, the young, especially black boys, especially young black men. That we definitely got to help them. I would like to see us raise money to help send them to college, help send kids to college, help pay for semesters, maybe buy them clothes, have clothes for job interviews and things like that. Whatever we decide, whatever ideas. I'm not the only person with ideas. I know other brothers have ideas. See, that's what I mean about cutting your learning curve, because there's things that I don't even know, or there's things that I might present that, where you might see, an easier way to do it, because you're in that particular field already, and you're doing this and you're doing that. So, that's what I like to see. I like to see, brothers from all walks of life, bringing their skills to the table, to this new website. And I'm gonna need your, I can build this website fairly quickly. A few months, but I need to know that brothers are going to be on board. Brothers are going to be ready to move forward and ready to put their money up, because actually we're going to need brothers to put money up as well. We're going to need to kickstart it off. Once we get, we already have brothers. We have brothers, a lot of your favorite YouTubers are already down with the cause. So we know that we're going to still be working, even though we're going to be separating as a group, we're still going to have other brothers there. We're going to have brothers from all walks of life, and we're going to be able to raise the money. As far as raising the money, I like to see us, I like to see our first endeavor be, we put on a show, we put on anything that could, because it's getting hot out here, and It's about to be summer, and people gonna be looking for things to do, and you know, like I said, we need to be working together. The money is not important to me. Those things are not important to me. What's important to me is us working together, doing something together, and showing that we can do these things. We can work together, and that because we all we got, really. You know, we all we got. Like I said, I'm putting away my ego. I'm burying the hatchet with people that I, previously had disagreements with and things like that, and the interest of moving forward, because we don't, as black men, we can't be out here fighting with each other. We have enough of that. But I remember one of Sarge Willie Pete's videos, that he made a while ago, and he was talking about, something to the effect of, black men. I mean, I guess he loves to use the educated lame moniker, but he liked to use the he said something like black men, educated lames didn't, a lot of educated memes are not putting themselves out there to be seen. They're not, this is why the thug thing is so pervasive in our community, because the classic men have not, put their skills. The so-called talented 10th did absolutely nothing but become individuals and got their asses up out of there. Got their ass out of the community. The so-called talented 10th never came together. It's like in the black community, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off here. In the black community, you really only have two choices. You have, as a child, you only have two choices. When you're going to school and you're trying to learn and you're trying to do things, and then you're surrounded by a lot of bad elements of people who used to might have called you a nerd, or might have said things, just that you always studying, or these types of individuals were always around in the black community, calling you names and shunning you for trying to educate yourself. Then you had the alternative to that is the white community, where you might be faced with prejudice, or covert racism, all kinds of nonsense, to damn near overt racism. So, as an educated child, or a child who's educated, you really have only the choice between those two communities. And, where is the alternative? Where's the safe space? We're trying to build safe spaces for our children to learn, so they can become leaders in society. When these places like Bensa, when they come into your community, or a lot of these college recruiters, or basketball, football scouts for sports and things like that, they literally come into your community and they just pick out the best and brightest out of your community. you know and those people are gone. They basically take your best and brightest out of your community and put them in their community. And that's just insane. That's insane that they come into your community and take the best and brightest. We got to stop trying to keep up with these people. We got to stop trying. We got to stop allowing other people to define us. We definitely have to stop trying to keep up with white people. Create your own lane. We need to create our own lane and do our own thing. Everybody else has their own lane. Everybody else, the white people have their own lane, and it seems like black people are just fighting white people to be in their lane. Oh, that's racist. You racist. Y'all keeping us from jobs, and y'all doing this to us. Y'all doing that to us. For Asians, they got their own lane. Indians, they got their own lane. These Arabs, they got their own lane. I mean, I can't imagine how Arabs must think of black people. I mean, I can't understand what these people must think of you. I understand it, but I'm just like, damn, I can't imagine how they must feel. They're like, damn, these people literally allow us to come into their communities. They kill each other, and they just give us their money. They just give it to us. They let us come into their communities and just set up shop, set up stores, set up venues, and they just give us their money. Anyway, brothers, like I said, brothers, hit me up, hit the comment section. Let me know that you're really about this. You're really about moving forward. I know that I don't always say things in a way that where it might motivate you to take action, but I hope that you already know that you should be taking action, regardless of my words. Anyway, on that note, I want to say peace. Get on the 5 steps. Adopt the moral code.